Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English Learning Podcast. My name is Sarah, and I am so happy you are here. Today, we are talking about something very important: fear, especially the fear of speaking English. Many learners feel scared, shy, or nervous when they speak English, but today, you will learn how to overcome that fear, step by step. To help us understand this topic better, we have a wonderful guest with us, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for inviting me. I am really excited to talk about this topic because I used to feel that fear too.
That already sounds interesting. So let's begin our journey today, and remember, stay until the end because we will also share powerful speaking exercises you can repeat for confidence. Daniel, I want to start with something simple. Why do you think so many people feel scared to speak English?
Well, Sarah, I think there are a few big reasons. First, people are afraid of making mistakes. They think others will laugh at them or judge them. Second, many learners compare themselves to fluent speakers and feel weak. And third, they don't get enough practice, so speaking feels stressful.
You are absolutely right. I also think many learners have negative memories. From school, maybe a teacher corrected them too much, or classmates laughed when they spoke.
Yes, and the brain remembers that fear. So when they try to speak English again, their brain says, "Be careful, don't speak, you will make a mistake."
Exactly. So the first step is understanding that you're not alone. Fear is normal. Everyone feels it, even native speakers sometimes feel nervous. Now let's talk about mistakes. Daniel, what changed your mindset about mistakes?
Honestly, I realized that mistakes are signs of learning. They are not bad. In fact, they show that I am trying. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes. That is how we grow.
I completely agree. When babies learn to speak, they make so many mistakes, but we never laugh at them. We encourage them. Adults must do the same with themselves.
Absolutely. When I allowed myself to make mistakes, my fear started getting smaller. I learned to say, "It's okay. I'm learning."
That is a powerful mindset. Everyone listening, remember this. Mistakes are your teacher, not your enemy. Daniel, tell us, how can a learner build confidence slowly?
I started with small steps. For example, I practiced speaking alone. I talked to myself in English. I described simple things in my room. I practiced small sentences every day. Slowly, confidence grows.
That's a great point. Many people think they must speak perfect English from day one, but confidence is built from small actions, not big jumps.
Exactly. And when you speak English daily, even for 5 minutes, your brain starts feeling comfortable. The fear becomes weaker.
So the rule is simple. Small practice equals big confidence. Daniel, many learners tell me, "I'm scared people will laugh at my English." How do we fix this?
The truth is, most people don't care. They're not judging you. And the ones who judge, they are not important.
Exactly. People admire you for speaking English, not judge you. You are trying something difficult that deserves respect.
I started telling myself, it doesn't matter what others think. I am learning English for myself, not for them.
That is such a powerful mindset. Everyone listening, remember, your English is your journey, not anyone else's competition. Now let's give listeners some real, practical speaking exercises they can use every day.
Great idea. Here are some simple methods. 1. Talk to yourself. Say small sentences like, "I am cooking, I am cleaning, I am getting ready." 2. Shadowing practice. Listen to English audio and repeat it. 3. Mirror speaking. Look in the mirror and speak naturally. 4. Record your voice. Listen and try again.
These are amazing exercises. They are simple but powerful. When you repeat them every day, your brain gets used to English. The fear becomes smaller and smaller.
That's right. Confidence is not a gift. It is a habit.
Daniel, let's talk about mindset. How can someone change their thinking?
You must replace negative thoughts with powerful ones. For example, "My English is bad. My English is improving every day. People will judge me. People will understand me. I'm scared. I'm learning.
Beautiful. The words you tell yourself become your reality.
Yes, speak positively to yourself. Your brain listens.
Now let's practice together. Everyone listening, please repeat after us.
I am not afraid to speak English.
I am learning step by step.
My mistakes help me grow.
I can speak English with confidence.
Every day, my English becomes better.
Amazing! Repeat these sentences daily. They will change your confidence. Daniel, something I hear from many learners is, I start speaking English, but after a few days, I lose motivation. What should they do when motivation starts to fall?
That's completely normal, Sarah. Motivation is not a constant feeling. It rises and falls. So the key is to build systems, not depend on emotion. Here are some ways to stay motivated. 1. Set small goals, not big ones. For example, I will speak English for 3 minutes today. I will learn 5 new phrases. Small goals keep you moving. 2. Track your progress. Write what you learned today. When you look back after 1 month, you will feel proud. 3. Reward yourself. After finishing your English practice, eat your favorite snack or watch your favorite show. 4. Remember your why. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn English? A job, a dream, travel, confidence. Your why gives you power.
That is so true. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline brings real results. Thank you, Daniel. Let's talk about real conversations. Many learners say they can speak alone, but when they meet real people, they freeze.
Yes, that's common. Here's how to fix it. 1. Start with simple responses. You don't need long sentences. Try. Yes, I agree. Oh, really? That's interesting. I think so too. These short answers keep the conversation alive. 2. Ask simple questions. Questions help you speak more. For example, where are you from? What do you do? How was your day? 3. Use safe topics. Safe topics are easy subjects like food, work, weather, movies, travel. You don't need to talk about difficult topics. 4. Prepare 10 ready-made sentences. I always tell my students, memorize 10 sentences you can use anywhere. For example, can you repeat that, please? I didn't understand fully, but I'm learning.
These practical tips will help so many people. Real conversation becomes easy when you know simple strategies. Before we end today's podcast, Daniel, I think we should give our listeners a speaking challenge.
Absolutely. This challenge will help you reduce fear and become more confident. 7-day speaking challenge. Day 1. Speak for 2 minutes about your day. Day 2. Describe your room for 3 minutes. Day 3. Record yourself speaking about your goals. Day 4. Practice shadowing for 5 minutes. Day 5. Speak in the mirror for 4 minutes. Day 6. Talk to a friend or language partner for 3 minutes. Day 7. Create a small story in English for 2 to 3 minutes.
This challenge is simple but extremely powerful. If you complete it, you will notice a big change in your confidence.
Yes, and one more thing, repeat this sentence every morning. I am brave. I can speak English. My voice matters.
Beautiful words to end today's episode. To all our listeners, remember that fear is temporary, but your English skills will stay with you forever.